What's going on, guys? Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are, as always. So today we need to talk about Lucid Motors and Rivian stock, right? So as you can see, Rivian stock and Lucid Motors stock have been tumbling overnight. Rivian stock dropping 15% overnight, and also Lucid Motors stock dropping 5%, and also another 4% after pre-markets, right? So what are we going to talk about? Are we going to talk about we need to buy the dip because this is going to the moon? Yes, definitely. And this is definitely financial advice. Just kidding. This is not financial advice. Also, I'm going to poop on your party, whoever's in Lucid Motors and Rivian stock, right? Sorry, I hate pooping on people's parties, but you know, it has to be done. And if it has to be done, it has to be done by me when it comes to stocks anyways. So, Lucid Motors. What does this company do? Obviously, it's an EV company. It's going to change the world. Or is it? But yes, I think it's going to change the world, as well as Rivian. I think they're going to change the world. Because why? Making electric vehicles like Tesla has started first will force other auto manufacturers to change to electric vehicles, and eventually that's going to change the world. But what is important about stocks? What we do as investors, and why do we make investments? We make investments laying out $1 today in the hopes that someday in the future we will have $2 or maybe even $10. But this is the problem with investing in stocks like Lucid Motors and Rivian stock, right? So this Rivian stock, they're trading at Lucid Motors, they're trading at an $85 billion market cap after yesterday's 5% correction. So what do they? How much revenue do they have? I'm gonna take a guess, right? With this kind of valuation, probably $10 billion in revenue, right? Whoopsie doopsie. They sold 577 cars for 77,000. Let's call it 100,000, okay, just for simplicity's sake. So they have 57 million in revenue. And I don't think it's even that much, but whatever. We're just going to use 57 million in revenue, right? So we're going to divide that by... Sorry, it's actually the other way around. 85 billion divided by 57 million in revenue. And you can see we come up to a price to sales ratio of 1,500. So if you don't know, that means this stock is trading at 1,500 times its current year sales. But the thing is, when you're investing in all these companies, I know, it's all about the growth, it's all about the future. So these numbers really don't matter. But as you know, investments and numbers always matter. Because why? The last time someone said that, you know, numbers don't matter, sales don't matter, profits don't matter, was in the dot-com bubble, right? And this was because everyone said that tech is going to change the world, telecom is going to change the world, you know, things like that. And it certainly did change the world, but I want to recall a Warren Buffett presentation in the Berkshire Hathaway meeting this year, right? And he said this: out of thousands and thousands of automakers in the US, we all knew they were going to change the world. But how many survived? 3 of them survived. 3 automakers, and eventually there was only one that didn't go bankrupt in 2008 and 2009 during the financial crisis. So what is the lesson to learn here today? So when we look at something like Lucid and Rivian stock, with all these market caps and with all this insane price to sales ratio, Rivian stock with their 15% down was actually about $150 billion market cap yesterday, and they have $0 in revenue. So am I saying that you can't make money out of this? No, you definitely can make money out of this, you know, especially if more greater fools buy it. So what is a greater fool theory? Basically, you buy a piece of shit for $1 and you hope someone pays you $2 for that piece of shit. In this case, maybe it's a bit less of a piece of shit, but it's like selling, basically, instead of buying a business, you're buying pieces of papers, right? Because that's what a stock is supposed to be. A stock is supposed to be a piece of the business instead of pieces of paper that just go up and down in value. So what is there to be said about Rivian and Lucid Motor stock, right? Besides that, the fact that they crashed today. So if anyone is wondering why they crashed like 10% overnight or 20% overnight, it's because there doesn't need to be a good reason, right? The only reason is because they have been trading like so high until people's expectations are all baked in and there's no money left to buy. There's no greater fools left to buy, or maybe a few days from now I'll be proven wrong and Rivian stock will go to 1,000 or something like that. But either way, I want people to understand what the difference between investing and speculation is. People always say that, you know, I'm an investor in Rivian Automotive, I'm an investor in Lucid Motors. So how can you be an investor in a company that has zero revenue? How do you project something like that? I'm pretty sure 99.9% of people who are in this stock right now have no competence to do that, and yet they call themselves investors. So you are a speculator if you don't get that. Sorry to rain on your parade again, but the problem with not knowing the difference of being a speculator and an investor is that speculating is fine, investing is fine, as long as you make money. But when you blur the line between those two, you tend to over speculate and you think that it's investing. So you're actually investing in thin air, but you know, you think you're investing and you think this will eventually go up. And sure, maybe you invest in Rivian and it goes down and it eventually goes up based on its fundamentals, but that will be 10 years from now, not now. And that is my other point, right? Don't buy stocks that have the future baked into today's price. So how much of the future is baked into Rivian Automotive stock? I would easily say that 5-6 years of the future is already baked in. So if you buy the stock now, not financial advice again, if you buy this stock now, maybe 5 to 6 years, the fundamentals can catch up. And maybe at that time, the price will be trading higher, or maybe the price will still be trading lower. But I want to take a look at the NASDAQ, right? Everybody said tech was going to change the planet in the dot-com bubble. And yes, it did change the planet. But after before you change the planet, you had to suffer a 75% loss on your money, and then sit under water for the next 16 years, right? So can you take it? Can you take the fact that Rivian stock might be underwater for 16 years, and can you continue investing in it? And after that, can you be sure that this automaker doesn't go bust, where a few thousand automakers or tens of thousands of automakers in the US have gone bust? So that is the premise of investing versus speculating. If you want to buy the stock at 146 and sell it at 180, that is speculating. As long as you make money on it, that's fine. As long as you don't, remortgage your house and try to gamble all on this stock, it's fine. But this is just to sum up why I think the market is so crazy right now, right? So all these zero revenue companies can be worth $124 billion. And also don't think that I'm wrong because this goes to 200 billion, this goes to 300 billion. It doesn't matter that whether the crowd agrees or doesn't agree with you. This is a quote from Benjamin Graham. It only matters that your facts and your reasoning is correct, right? So with that being said, sorry to rain on your parade. This is about all I wanted to share today. Thank you very much for watching till the very end of the video. If you did enjoy the video, do help me smash up the like button just like this. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell button and press all for notifications. And if you did enjoy this video, I think you'll enjoy one of the 3 videos listed at the end screen of this video. With that being said, have a fantastic day ahead and peace out.